The Trump name is undoubtedly a globally recognized one. For better or worse, Donald Trump, his wife, and his children have capitalized on the reality star-turned-president's fame and have launched themselves into positions of power and political authority. Yet amidst the Trump family's notoriety, there's one member who has skillfully managed to avoid the intense public scrutiny: Barron Trump. The only child of the 45th president and his wife, former First Lady Melania Trump, Barron remains a mystery to many. When he has been seen recently, people have noticed that he has gone through a serious growth spurt. Let's take a look at the truth about Donald Trump's youngest child. Unlike his famous siblings, Barron largely stays out of the spotlight. Barron Trump is indeed part of the Trump Dynasty, consisting of 5 Trump children. His elder brothers, Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump, are the offspring of the former president and his first wife, Ivanka Trump. Additionally, from Donald's first marriage comes Ivanka Trump, the eldest Trump daughter, who played an official role as an assistant to her father during his tenure in the White House, while her husband served as a senior advisor. Ivanka's position was marked by its unprecedented nature. In contrast to Barron's relatively low profile, his 2 older brothers have often found themselves in the public eye due to their active roles within the Trump organization. Furthermore, all 3 elder Trump children made significant appearances during their father's presidential campaigns, delivering speeches at both the 2016 and 2020 Republican National Conventions, RNC. This family political involvement also extended to their sister, Tiffany Trump, from Donald's second marriage to Marla Maples, who delivered speeches in support of her father at these conventions. Despite the age gap, Barron's discreet presence during these influential political events has been a distinctive aspect of his role within the Trump family. Barron and his mother speak her native language together. Barron Trump's linguistic abilities extend beyond English, thanks to his mother's Slovenian heritage. He is indeed multilingual, proficient in both Slovenian and English. Additionally, when he was just a toddler, Melania Trump revealed to people in 2009 that Barron was already speaking French, making him a remarkable trilingual child at the time. According to insights from Mary Jordan, a Pulitzer Prize-winning author renowned for her book The Art of Her Deal, which delves into the life of Melania Trump, Barron continues to converse with his mother in Slovenian to this day. This unique bilingual communication happens even in the presence of the Secret Service, highlighting the close-knit family unit they formed while residing in the White House. As Jordan explained, this intimate group, comprising Melania, her parents, and Barron, converses in Slovenian, rendering their discussions incomprehensible to those around them, including the Secret Service. Interestingly, this language barrier has occasionally left Donald Trump, who did not acquire his wife's native language, feeling somewhat puzzled. He has confessed to being annoyed at times because he cannot grasp the content of their conversations. This Trump kid had his own floor in his family's penthouse. From a very early age, Barron Trump enjoyed the luxury of having an entire floor to himself in his family's lavish New York City penthouse. This unique living arrangement was established when Barron was just 3 weeks old, as reported by the New York Post in 2006. His private floor featured a kitchen, a spacious living room, a nursery, and separate quarters for his mother, Melania Trump, and the nanny who cared for Barron. The opulence of this space even allowed for the storage of a golden stroller with an integrated chandelier, which had been a gift from Ellen DeGeneres. Melania herself praised Barron, describing him as a very good baby who exhibited remarkable calmness. As Barron grew older, his living quarters evolved to reflect his changing interests. In 2012, Melania revealed to Parenting magazine that the decor of his space was a harmonious blend of their home's overall style and Barron's personal preferences, which included a fascination with planes and helicopters. Melania emphasized their approach of encouraging Barron's creativity and imagination, allowing him the freedom to decorate his living space as he saw fit. While she mentioned that he had a penchant for cleanliness and white decor, she also highlighted that he had his own playroom, complete with artwork and cherished possessions. Barron's unique living arrangement extended to his ability to adorn the living room and walls of his floor as he pleased. The transition from their luxurious New York City penthouse to the White House marked a significant change for Barron and Melania. They officially moved into the White House 5 months after Donald Trump's inauguration, with Melania expressing her excitement for the memories they would create in their new home via a tweet. Following the conclusion of Donald's single presidential term, Barron and his parents relocated to their newly renovated residence at Mar-a-Lago. Barron Trump has attended some prestigious schools. Barron Trump's educational journey has been nothing short of impressive. It began at the Columbia Grammar and Preparatory School in New York, before he embarked on a new chapter at St. Andrew's Episcopal School in Potomac, Maryland, in the fall of 2017. St. Andrews is renowned for its academic excellence, boasting a remarkable track record with 100% of its graduates advancing to higher education. The prestige of St. Andrews is not limited to academics alone. It offers a wealth of facilities designed to nurture well-rounded students. These facilities include a dedicated dance studio and theater, a dark room for photography enthusiasts, an extensive library, and ample space for sports and physical activities. Barron had access to a variety of sports amenities, including baseball and lacrosse fields, soccer fields, basketball courts, and a well-equipped fitness room. What sets St. Andrews apart is its commitment to innovative education. The school is recognized as the only school-based center for mind-brain education science in the country. Barron's attendance at St. Andrews also marked a historic moment, as he became the first child of a sitting president to enroll there. Traditionally, presidential children have attended Sidwell Friends, but Barron's choice signaled a departure from this tradition. Notably, St. Andrews boasts an impressive roster of alumni, including eBay founder Pierre Omidyar. Following the family's relocation to Florida in 2021, Barron continued his educational journey at the equally prestigious Oxbridge Academy in Palm Beach. He is set to graduate from Oxbridge Academy in 2024. Donald Trump's youngest son appears to be a sneakerhead. Much like many teenagers across America, Barron Trump, Donald Trump's youngest son, has a penchant for sneakers. In fact, he's made sneakers a notable part of his fashion repertoire since his time in the White House. When it comes to his preferred pair of kicks, Barron seems to have a fondness for the New Balance 574 Core sneakers. Barron has been spotted sporting these sneakers on multiple occasions. In early 2020, he was photographed donning the black version of these sneakers, which he paired with black jeans and a stylish bomber jacket. Just a few weeks earlier, he was seen wearing a different pair of shoes, possibly with reflective detailing. During the Thanksgiving celebrations in 2019, Barron opted for an all-black edition of his beloved sneakers. In March 2019, he was spotted wearing a camel-colored version of the same style, following his sporting of a gray and white pair the previous year. Only the finest products for Barron Trump. As one might expect from being born into a billion-dollar business family, Barron Trump has been accustomed to dressing for success throughout his life. In fact, he made quite the fashion statement at a very young age when he attended the launch of his half-sister Ivanka Trump's book, The Trump Card, Playing to Win in Work and Life, wearing a suit at just 3.5 years old. Melania Trump, while discussing her son with ABC News in 2013, remarked, "He's not a sweet pants child." Barron didn't mind dressing up in a suit occasionally, like his father Donald Trump. However, he didn't opte for formalitire every day. Barron also had a taste for comfort, and he was known to pair his prep school uniform with customized New Balance sneakers, which reportedly cost $149. But if you needed further evidence that Barron Trump was not your typical kid, consider this. Melania Trump revealed in the same 2013 interview with ABC News that she used her own line of caviar-infused moisturizer on Barron's skin after his nightly bath when he was 7 years old. Melania's skincare line, known as Caviar Complex C6, was described by her as having a very, very fresh scent. She applied it from head to toe, and Barron apparently liked it. Unfortunately, this skincare tradition may have been short-lived, as Melania's skincare line faced challenges shortly after its high-profile launch. He was on Oprah when he was just a baby. On May 16, 2006, when Barron Trump was just 2 months old, an announcement from People magazine generated excitement stating, "Be sure to watch today's Oprah for Donald and Melania Trump's son Barron, who will be making his television debut." Gayle King, a close friend of Oprah Winfrey, represented The Oprah Winfrey Show by visiting Trump Tower to introduce the world to the newest member of the Trump family. At that time, Oprah affectionately dubbed him the baby Barron Trump. During the visit, Donald Trump appeared visibly delighted to be a father once again. He held his youngest son, showered him with kisses on the head, and playfully drew attention to Barron's delicate hands. Melania Trump shared with Gayle King that Donald was wonderful with Barron and that they spent their mornings watching television and reading newspapers together. "5 weeks old and we read the papers together?" Donald quipped. As for the choice of the name Barron, when Gayle King inquired about it, Donald Trump explained, "It's a name I always loved, but I never had the courage to use it, and then I gave the idea to Melania." When asked if he would be willing to change diapers, The Apprentice star humorously claimed, "I would be able to do it, yes." However, as mentioned earlier, Donald opted out of this particular parenting role. Barron Trump has a creative spark. One of the less obvious aspects of Barron Trump's personality is his creative streak, a quality that was revealed by former First Lady Melania Trump during an interview with Parenting magazine in 2012. Melania shared a charming anecdote to illustrate this point, recalling a particularly impressive moment of unstructured playtime when Barron was still quite young. "His imagination is growing and important," Melania emphasized at the time. She went on to recount how Barron's creativity manifested itself during play, saying, "He draws on the walls in his playroom. We can paint it over. One day he was playing bakery and he wrote Barron's Bakery on the wall with crayons. He is very creative. If you say to a child, 'No, no, no,' where does the creativity go?" Of course, it's reasonable to assume that Barron's artistic freedom within his playroom played a role in nurturing his creative flair. After all, not many kids have the liberty to draw on their playroom walls. Former first children have defended Donald Trump's son against critics and trolls. Despite differences in political parties, several former first children have stepped up to defend Barron Trump when he became the target of mean-spirited comments and criticism, some of which began as early as his father's inauguration. One notable defender of Barron was Chelsea Clinton, a former first child herself. After Donald Trump's inauguration in 2017, she took to Twitter to share her support for Barron, stating, "Barron Trump deserves the chance every child does, to be a kid." She continued to stand up for Barron's right to a private childhood in August of the same year, when the Daily Caller criticized his wardrobe. In response to this, Chelsea Clinton tweeted, "It's high time the media and everyone leave Barron Trump alone and let him have the private childhood he deserves." Jenna Hager, another former first child, also expressed her frustration with the unwarranted criticism directed at Barron. She shared her thoughts with People, emphasizing that Barron did not choose his father to run for president. In her words, "The truth is, obviously, Barron Trump didn't ask his dad to run for president. It wasn't his decision." Allegations surfaced about Barron Trump being autistic. Despite the publicized results of a 2020 physical exam that cited evidence of obesity in Donald Trump, the former president has largely kept his own medical history private. Consequently, the health status of his son Barron Trump remains similarly undisclosed. Based solely on public appearances, Barron appears outwardly normal. However, in 2016, comedian Rosie ODonnell sparked controversy when she tweeted, later deleted, "Barron Trump autistic? If so, what an amazing opportunity to bring to the autism epidemic." O'Donnell's tweet was prompted by a YouTube video titled, "Is Barron Trump autistic? Stop the bullying," which raised questions about whether Barron had autism. O'Donnell, who had a long-standing feud with Donald Trump, denied that her tweet was meant to insult him. Instead, she shared a poem on her website about her experiences with her daughter Dakota, who was diagnosed with high-functioning autism. She suggested that Barron might exhibit similar symptoms. However, Melania Trump, Barron's mother, took issue with the video and hired an attorney to take legal action if it wasn't removed. The attorney's letter, portions of which were leaked by TMZ, stated, "The video allegedly seeks to stop the bullying of Barron Trump." Not true. The video did instigate further bullying by Rosie ODonnell and others. O'Donnell later issued an apology on Twitter, expressing regret for any pain she had caused, clarifying that it was not her intent to harm, and offering a genuine apology. Of all the siblings, he's closest to Tiffany. Among all his siblings in the famous Trump family, Barron Trump shares a particularly close bond with Tiffany Trump, whose mother is Marla Maples, Donald Trump's second wife. Tiffany's current residence in West Palm Beach, which is relatively close to Barron's Mar-a-Lago home, sets her apart from his other siblings who primarily live in New York. Tiffany's age and geographical proximity likely contribute to their close relationship. While Barron's older siblings, Don Jr., Eric, and Ivanka, are considerably older than Tiffany. She was in a position to spend time with Barron when the Trumps resided in the White House. Tiffany consistently sends Barron birthday messages, including a heartfelt Instagram post in 2020 where she wrote, "Happy 14th birthday to the best little brother I could ever ask for. You mean so much to me, Barron. I wish you all the happiness in the world. Love you." However, details about how Barron communicates with his sister are scarce due to the high level of security surrounding him. When Barron was 10 years old and his father held the office of president, the White House enforced a long-standing tradition that the children of presidents are afforded the opportunity to grow up outside of the political spotlight. Barron Trump became a very young uncle. Despite being only 17 years old, Barron Trump has held the role of an uncle to a growing family of younger Trumps for quite some time. Described as protective and loving by the media, Barron assumed his role as an uncle when he was just 1 year old. His father, Donald Trump, humorously referred to him as a very young uncle during a 2009 appearance on Live with Regis and Kelly. Donald Trump is now a grandfather to a total of 10 grandchildren, all of whom have their Uncle Barron to play with. This diverse group of grandkids includes Donald Trump Jr.'s 5 children with his ex-wife, Vanessa Hayden, as well as Eric Trump's 2 kids with his wife, Lara Trump. Barron also holds the title of uncle to 3 young Kushner children, the offspring of his older sister, Ivanka Trump, and her husband, Jared Kushner. It's evident that the children, especially Ivanka's, have a great affection for their Uncle Barron. Ivanka mentioned in a 2017 Fox and Friends interview that the kids have a lot of fun together, emphasizing their youth and the joy they find in each other's company. She also shared a heartwarming clip on Twitter showcasing a smiling Barron playing peekaboo and sharing high fives with her youngest son, Theodore Kushner. Ivanka captioned the video with, "My youngest brother proves he's a baby whisperer, while my father signs his first executive orders." Mongolia gifted him with a horse in 2019. It's a tradition in international diplomacy for leaders and governments to exchange gifts as symbols of friendship and goodwill. These gifts often hold historical significance and play a role in diplomatic relations between countries. Over the years, some of these presents have even included live animals. For instance, during his presidency, Ronald Reagan received a baby elephant from Sri Lanka. George H.W. Bush was gifted a Komodo dragon from Indonesia, and Richard Nixon and his wife were presented with 2 pandas from China. In 2019, Donald Trump's youngest son, Barron Trump, received a notable gift from Mongolia, a horse named Victory. Mongolia has a tradition of giving horses as special presents to dignitaries, and Barron's horse, Victory, was no exception. While the horse remained in Mongolia, Barron expressed his admiration for the beautiful gift. Stephanie Grisham, who was the press secretary at the time, conveyed the family's gratitude for the meaningful gesture. He stood in support of his father's 2024 campaign announcement. When Donald Trump officially launched his 2024 presidential campaign in late 2022, he had the support of his youngest son, Barron Trump. After the disappointment of losing the 2020 election to Joe Biden, former President Donald Trump announced his intention to campaign for office again in 2024, and he made this announcement from the ballroom of his Mar-a-Lago resort. While Barron didn't address the audience during the event, his presence didn't go unnoticed. He had grown significantly taller than his father and siblings. According to Insider, Barron Trump entered the ballroom alongside his brother Eric Trump, Eric's wife Lara Trump, and Jared Kushner, who is married to Ivanka Trump. However, it was notable that some key family members were absent from the occasion. Donald Trump Jr. and Ivanka Trump, who have been avid supporters of their father's political career, were notably missing. It was reported that Donald Jr. was on a hunting trip and couldn't return due to adverse weather conditions. On the other hand, Ivanka's absence appears to have been a deliberate choice, as she expressed her desire to distance herself from politics during the 2024 campaign. In a statement shared with the Daily Beast, she stated, "I am choosing to prioritize my young children and the private life we are creating as a family." He's staying out of the public eye throughout his father's trial. Donald Trump's 2024 presidential campaign has faced challenges due to his indictment for allegedly making hush money payments to Stormy Daniels, an adult entertainer. In light of these legal issues, many members of the Trump family are choosing to keep a low profile and stay out of the public eye. Melania Trump, the former First Lady, has also adopted this approach and is focusing on her own circle of friends, her parents, and, most importantly, her son Barron. Melania's reaction to the alleged hush money payment has been one of anger and a desire to avoid any discussion of the matter. She is fully aware of her husband's public image and is committed to maintaining a positive and upbeat life for herself and Barron. Instead of standing by her husband during this legal battle, Melania has chosen to prioritize her family and close friends. Throughout this period, Melania has been especially protective of Barron Trump. The two have largely kept to themselves, preferring the privacy and comfort of their home. While Barron enjoys a degree of freedom around Mar-a-Lago, Melania ensures that her son remains her top priority. Given her protective stance and desire to shield Barron from unnecessary attention, it is likely that he will continue to have limited public appearances until his father's trial concludes. As we delve into the life of Barron Trump, it becomes clear that he is a young man who has grown up in the public eye, yet remains remarkably private. From his early years to his recent support for his father's presidential campaign, Barron has consistently drawn attention and curiosity. We hope this exploration has shed some light on the enigmatic Barron Trump. Do you think Barron will continue to remain low-key in the coming years, or will he step further into the public spotlight? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more intriguing content. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.